Seekers and light workers, namaste. Danielle here with the Holistic Harmony YouTube channel. I am shooting this video because I've been so out of touch with all of my beautiful students and hair clients and friends and family even. This week has been chaotic. I knew that it was coming though, so I tried to prepare for it as best as I could. I was away camping the first week of July, knowing that those few days that I had to kind of get out of here and get into nature and disconnect and regroup was going to be the last time that I was going to be able to do that for a while. So hopefully sooner than later, though, I'll be able to get back to it and actually feel as though I'm enjoying my summer. I'm not enjoying my summer, but it definitely looks and feels different than what I thought. Yes, I know I'm really tan. That seems to be the consensus every time I see someone for the first time, whether they walk in the door of the salon or the studio, if it happens to be daylight out still. Yes, I am very tan. I know that. I've been riding my bike a lot, thankfully. Anywhere that I can, literally been riding my bike. So I think that being out in nature in that way has really helped me to kind of just have that time and space to be silent. Oftentimes I ride with music on, but there are some times where I don't. And just to even be out in the air and hearing birds and nature, even the rustling of the grass and the leaves, I find to be so peaceful. And the fact that I can tune into that rather than being stuck in my head as I'm riding and paying attention to the bumps and whatever it is that I'm encountering along the way. It's really beautiful to just be able to tap into nature and have that healing hitting all of my senses, not just sight. So I have barely been home this month, or at least, yeah, this whole month, because I've been camping and this week I've been all over the place. I am transitioning studios and I am releasing some of my classes, all of my classes in my Bellmore studio. So, 3 classes that I have been teaching for the last year and a half that I am really sad to have to hand over. But I feel as though it is the best decision that I could make for everyone, all of my students and myself. I am now teaching out in Calverton, which is an hour commute for me at 9:30 in the morning, 4 days a week. But I'm really enjoying that time to be listening to music, singing, because I like to do that in the car a lot. Anybody who's driven with me knows. Um, and just, I find that to be like a meditative space for me to be able to really have some creative headspace to tap into where I have really deep thoughts or come up with lyrics or workshop ideas, things to add to things, meditations. I really, really find that time to be super helpful for me where I'm not being pulled in a million different directions so that I can really take the time and just be. So, a lot of the feedback that I've been getting when people find out that I'm teaching in Calverton is, oh my God, it's so far. And that's not near to here. And are you going to stop doing hair? And, these are the kinds of reactions that I'm getting from people. For the few people that have given me positive feedback with my choice here, I appreciate that so much. It's been much less, more of a handful of people that are giving me like really loving, warming feedback and a lot more of, oh my God, can't believe, that transition. But I find it to be exactly where I need to be and what I need to be doing. So most people that have come in contact with me already know because we've had the conversations, or when I'm giving the announcement that I am no longer going to be teaching this class certain days, certain times. I'm always wanting to let everyone know why that's happening. So for those of you that, because of the summer schedule or whatever the case may be, we haven't been able to connect personally, and which I'm much better in person these days, as everybody could probably tell between, phones and social media and stuff. I've really taken a hard absence from all of that stuff. But in person, I'm enjoying having the conversation with people, letting them know why I'm transitioning and doing the things that I'm doing. So, of course, this year turned out to look nothing like what I thought it would, because that's just how I roll. I'm sure you guys are feeling similar to that as well. Some of the things that I have planned work and move forward. Some of the things that I have planned don't work and fall back. And the things that do move forward seem to explode into some extra thing that I never could have even imagined, or 10 other things um, at the same time simultaneously. So naturally, everybody knows, I would say at this point, that I took my Reiki master teacher training. Sorry for sounding redundant for those of you that I have been in contact with. I don't want it to seem as though I'm only talking about certain things, but they are like huge major things that are happening for me and that I'm working on. And a lot of projects that I thought I was going to be working on collectively wound up being things that I have now taken on as solo projects. So even just finding new ways to launch and execute and put together, whether that's bringing new people on board or doing things myself that I normally would have fielded out to someone else or worked on with someone else, has now really just become everything that I'm doing. So normally for me, my summers reflect like 3 concerts a week and going to the beach a few times a week, and I don't know, whatever, doing summertime things, having a day where you day drink and, not thinking anything of it. Uh, that summer is long gone. I'm not even living that summer right now. I'm living the summer this year of working a lot. Every day that I have off is working on writing the Reiki training manuals. And so, once again, getting back to the point of this is the reason why I feel as though I would like to uh, build a community for myself with the people that are in the Calverton studio, is because I am going to be launching Reiki training. And that is something to me that is really intimate and deep and should not be exchanged as much as possible with someone that I don't know or doesn't already know me and who I am and how I love and how I dedicate myself to learning and extending out and exploring energy. The passions that I've grown to really uh, shape my life over the last few years is now becoming things that other people are connecting with as well. And I want to extend it out to them like I do everything else that I learn, as much and as best as I can. So naturally, I'm not just making a copy of the Reiki training manual that I received. I am using it as a hard, solid foundation because it's an awesome training that I received at Moonflower with Nancy, and I have extra things that I've kind of come across along the way that I am adding to that foundation that is so already super strong and jam packed with love and light and so much awesome information. So, um, the time that I'm taking to really put these manuals together, if I don't hit the deadline that I anticipated, I'm gonna find peace with that. I'm looking to have 1, 2, and 3 all launched by the end of the summer. But because I'm not just making it like something that I can print here and staple together, it's going to be a real deal book. I've already had photo shoots and working with graphic designers and editors for the cover, which you guys may have seen. I've posted up on social media. It's a huge project that I wasn't anticipating undertaking myself, but I'm grateful that I am. And the decision that I made to start building the community out in Calverton for me to know and not just embrace the space that Dana with Afterglow is creating. I feel I would like to really build a family there the way I have in the other studios. Nancy obviously takes care of the Reiki training that happens in Bellmore, so there isn't room for me to extend my training there. And so the places in which I will be extending it, I need to be a strong presence there. And my schedule has shifted dynamically in ways that I've had to call for days off that I normally wouldn't have, that were typically long teaching days, and release those classes to the next person that deserves to have that beautiful family as their starting point with their teaching, and beyond, and the teachers that are picking it up, that those classes that aren't new to teaching, everybody deserves to have their own time and space and opportunities. And I think that I have given so much of myself to those classes and those students. I've watched them grow to places that neither of us probably expected. I've built super strong, solid, beautiful friendships with them where teaching is so much fun and light, and just on a personal level, not just a hierarchy of student teacher exchange. It's become a feedback that I got from a fellow teacher out in Calverton. Hi, Lisa. Thank you for saying this. She said that I have a way in my class where I connect with the students on a friendship level, a motherly level, a guidance level that's really nurturing. And, I appreciate that feedback so much. That means so much to me. And, the relationships that I've built with my students in that Bellmore studio really do feel like that for me. And it's almost as if like I'm losing a group of friends circle that I hang out with all the time. Like I'm getting emotional even thinking about it. When I released those classes and had to write the email about it, I was literally in solid tears because, I value that opportunity, those people, and that healing space so much. And it's really important for me to continue to reiterate to those students that I'm not leaving. And I hate when they're like, I'm so upset that you're leaving. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still in Long Island, and I'm still in Massapequa, and, I am close to Bellmore. And if there's, opportunities for me to sub, I'm subbing. If there's opportunities for me to, continue my workshops there, again, I'm by demand over there. So the more you guys ask for me to be there, I will be there. Um, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just not going to be there every, other Monday night, every Tuesday, twice a day. But I'm still a presence there. I would love to continue to take workshops there. Chandrash, who I use for guidance with meditation and mantra and beyond, is there now more regularly, and I'm glad that his energy is drawn back in there. It'll keep me there as well. There are other workshops that I'm looking to forward to taking there as well as giving there. So, I'm not leaving. And, I am saddened that I won't be seeing you guys as regularly as I do, but, we will be crossing paths for sure in other ways. Just because I'm not doing these classes right here, right now, doesn't mean that at some other time I won't be doing some other class or something. Something will be happening. So thank you guys for the outpouring of love, the uproaring through the announcements that I've experienced there when, Nancy and I made the announcement that, I am not going to be teaching these classes anymore, was not like what I expected. So it definitely made me feel loved and appreciated. And I can just hope that I will generate the same kind of connection with the people that are out in Calverton. This was the first week that I've been there. It was a lot to do everything that I've already been doing and then add on these 4 classes with that distance, and work to be there to take some of the other classes with the other teachers, because I want to support and nourish and again learn, the audience that's there, not just in the morning when I'm there, because our morning practice is definitely different than our evening practice, as I'm always saying when I'm teaching those morning classes. So it cultivates a different type of student. And so I'm really trying to be there as much as I can to support Dana and, you know, this huge transition and transformation that Afterglow is having happen for them, to them, for them. So yeah, that was just really important for me to address and kind of speak upon for those of us that I'm not able to see, over the next few weeks or so, including my hair clients. Uh, you guys are the foundation of everything that I'm doing here. So without getting emotional again, I'm always going to be doing hair, always. It might not be as at the capacity that I was, which it shouldn't be. I don't want to work 5 days a week, 6 days a week, 10-hour days. I don't want to work even 4 days a week like that there. Sometimes I don't even want to work 3 days a week there. So, I am working really hard to make sure that the people that are meant to be next to me are, and I make room and space for them comfortably so that I can continue to give everyone all of me when we are in contact with one another. I am not the kind of stylist, nor am I the type of teacher that will take on everything and burn out and max myself out so that when we are meeting, I'm like completely beside myself. Actually, the encounters that I have had with people over the last month or so, as things have been kind of gearing up and transitioning, have been even more heartfelt, even more with attention and time and space, because I'm not jam packing myself with things that don't make sense to just fit everybody in and serve everyone the way they're asking for. I'm really trying to compromise and make it a beautiful exchange that you feel my soul and what I have to give you, my energy, even more, because I'm really making room for that however I can. So all of these transitions and changes are just gearing up for me to be next to the people that I'm in alignment with as much as I can, with as much of me as I can give, while still having fun and having human experiences, because I'm just not, no one should be just guiding and giving all day, every day, with no rest and exchange in between, although I get an immense amount of love and energy from the exchange, from teaching, from doing hair, from everything that I do. So, I'm really blessed to have what's happening in my life going on right now, and it would not happen the same without all of you guys in all areas of my life really nurturing this for me. So thank you so much. And I feel as though everybody that's been drawn towards me over the last 2 years specifically, again, because I've had this time to like drive and think and reflect, and, I really enjoy that. I miss that so much. I used to commute to Manhattan. I used to commute, from Long Island to Queens. Like, commuting out an hour is beautiful. It's awesome when it's out east. If it was west, I definitely wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now. But to be in that nature and that type of environment is like super awesome for me. So everyone that's come in contact with me, whether you've been placed in my chair, whether you've been placed in my classes, um, and then beyond, as friends or, whatever, like everyone, me personally, I can speak for them as I'm breaking through all of these barriers and building all of these foundational things and projects and stuff that's been happening, because my life has transformed so much over the last 2 years. Everyone that's been drawn towards me over the last 2 years specifically, I can honestly tell you that you are breaking through barriers, cracking out of your shell. I am here to lift up the heavier pieces that you didn't really know you needed help with. If that sounds weird, it's not meant to be like a I'm here to, break you through your walls and your barriers. But like, I truly do feel that, like, with all the Reiki sessions that I've had, the life coaching sessions, the classes, the emails, the feedback, the fights, the arguments, the whatever, that's happened through these tough parts of people's journeys, I recognize as your strength matching mine. And we're totally equal in all you see happening here. So it's not just me that's going through all of these changes and all of these breakthroughs. It's you guys as well, and we're all collective in our frequency. So just know that I really acknowledge it. I see you guys. I see your work. I see your passion. I see your pain. I see your frustration. I see your momentum with your drive and how you're moving down your path. And I recognize your strength and your power and your determination and your defeats, your darknesses as much as your lightnesses, because they're equally beautiful. And you need to have those dark spaces to even allow the light to be let in. It's the cracks of the wounds that allow the light in. So, without taking up too much of your time, I just really wanted to acknowledge you for all you are, let you guys know where I'm at, and where I'm at is where you're at, because we're collective. And so if you're seeing this video whenever, it doesn't really matter if it's right now or 3 months from now or whatever the case may be, a year from now. You're seeing this message when you're supposed to. You're exactly where you are supposed to be. Don't make, I think Jay said, he said this, don't make permanent decisions and temporary feelings. I've been really reminding people that you cannot solve problems in the energy it was created in. So the full moon eclipse video is coming. And I think that it's going to make a lot of sense for you guys. I think most of the reason why I'm making this video here is to kind of gear you up, because I haven't shot a full moon video in a little bit or done a meditation. I can't even remember when I have. It might have even been last month. I'm not sure. Time is flying by for me. But, I'm going to be making this video for the full moon and the eclipse to help you guys navigate through the shifts that are occurring, because they're pretty fierce. Gearing up to Leo season, my time, my month, my birthday. It's been real. So by request, because everybody keeps asking me what's going on energetically. I know maybe you guys feel a little bit lost without the regular meditations, and I'm going to be putting them out as often as I can. And, with me teaching 11 classes this week, and pretty much the next couple of weeks are going to reflect me teaching that much, you have opportunities to hear these messages. Come and find me. I'm waiting for you. Until we meet again. Namaste.